Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's White on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tua taken right to the air. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Slot man motioned over.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
2nd and 10 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick-6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Here's White on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31.
All right, come on. Ready, set.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. McBride hauls it in. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
All right.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. They motion a receiver left. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Ready.
Handoff running left, Hubbard. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's That's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo 2. Solo left Zion. Out.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. That pass is complete to McBride. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Check. Hurt.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Hauled down by Christian Izien. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, get set.
Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Check. Out.
Hubbard. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Go ahead.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
20 TX. Out.
Trying it again with Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Low.
He keeps it himself. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and they remain just short of the end zone. It's 4th and goal.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hand off to the back. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, check that. Street.
They send Samuel Wright. Big gain, has them across the 40. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. 2-2 Atwell now to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Tunga Bailoa. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Get set.
This is Hubbard running left. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. All in left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go on 4th down, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Atwell now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he gets him around 6 there. A.J. Terrell making that stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 30 on 2nd down. Gosh, this is Xavier Leggett. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready, son. 8.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Kupp. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Step.
Here's Tua again. He's got him. That's McBride. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles pushing for a late spark before halftime. New set of downs for him at the 38.
All right. Hey, turbo one.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Connects with Hubbard. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready, set.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Turbo 2, ice jab. Ice jab. Turbo 2, ice jab. Solo left Zion.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. He's on the move, and he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They send a man in motion. First down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Putting the tight end in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. Toward the sideline, and McBride's got it. Out of bounds after a small gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely online. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
And these pass rushers in the game today, they are so doggone good. Not only are they good at getting home and sacking the quarterback, look at this. He was fighting the blocker. He kept his eyes on the ball, times it perfectly, and he forces a pass breakup.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. Trying to push this past the marker. Good running here. He's across the 15. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 3-possession game. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Atwell now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
2 and out from the gun. That's Kupp on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's safe. Go ahead. Watson, Oscar.
They've got a man in motion. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go.
A give right side for Swift. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Check go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed left side to Samuel. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. The give now out of the shotgun. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Malik Hooker with the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
The give here on 2nd. And that's good for a gain of 5. Malik Hooker with the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Connection made to Judy. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Buccaneer football, and this could be over quickly. This lead huge entering the 4th.
Ready.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Purdy to throw it. Throw is caught by the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Cop the motion, man left. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. Down to the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They send Samuel Wright. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles 14.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's White on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready, set?
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. And now it's 2nd down.
Watson Oscar. Watson Oscar. Trip.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10.
Sending a receiver left.
Yard line.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ice jam. Go ahead. Set.
Here's Hubbard on the give. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Alert. Roll. Bronco switch.
Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Handoff now from the gun. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and short, he's taking the option right. And he's brought down for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Why?
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That's taken in by Cup. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
They're right here. Hey.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
20, TX.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down.
Go ahead. 20, TX. Hey, Watson, Oscar. Out.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll send their tight end right. To throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey. Ready, set.
Throwing now. connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record.